So, hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for a new video. Today we are focusing on my bullet journal and my weekly spreads. So to start off with, I use the Dutch door hack, which is where you cut off a portion of the bullet journal. So for these pages, I actually ended up cutting off this top section so that I could see the week at a glance really quickly. And then each page goes into more in-depth things about the week. So let's take Monday for an example. I have a section for notes, which is where I write down kind of anything and everything that I need to keep track of during the day, any pains that I have, anything that makes me anxious whenever I take different medicines, sort of anything along those lines. I also write down really big events that happened that day, like on Monday, September 4th, I finished Roar by Cora Carmack. I really like that book, and I really did like noting that I finished it that day, so that when I go to write the review, I can just really quickly note that and see how long it actually took me to finish that book. That book took me about 3 or 4 days to finish. It was really good. And I believe at this point that there is upcoming a review about it on my blog. If that's already up, that will be linked in the description. So the next thing that I have is my Bujo RPG game that I play. I'll leave a link to this so that you can find out more about it in the description. I haven't been able to make a blog post or anything about it recently, and that's not going to be till 2018 where I can. So definitely watch out for that in 2018 on my blog and see if there is a video about it. It's not my original idea, but definitely go check out that link to see the original idea and the creator's intention for it. The next thing that I have is my daily timetable. This differs from day to day, and some days I don't even use it. When I fill it out, I definitely fill out any commitments that I have, such as work, but other than that, I just kind of fill it out as the day goes to see what I've been doing that day and what I got done that day, how long it took me, and other things like that. So, this day I spent 2 or 3 hours reading, which was something that I probably shouldn't have done, but I liked doing it, and I have no regrets about doing it. So then there are also pages like this where I didn't have time to either set it up, fill it out, anything along those lines. For things that I kind of just didn't fill out, I just leave them blank. I don't feel the need to go back and fill them out, especially with the timetable. I don't remember how long things took me to do or anything. In the notes section, I will sometimes put pictures from the day, especially if the space isn't really filled up and I didn't journal that day. This day I didn't really journal. I didn't really have a ton to talk about, and I didn't really want to take the time to answer any questions in depth, so I did just put the picture there. There was space. I didn't really mind it. But then there are days where I just didn't have the chance to set it up, and instead I just kind of use the space for notes. I take notes about what we did that day. I write down what kind of I was up to that day. This page, I did cover some stuff just because of some privacy that my friends and family and significant other have asked me for. But I just take notes about that day. I still take notes about any medical things that pop up, any anxiety things that pop up, and then I did add the pictures these days because I knew I wasn't going to have time to journal and there was space. This was just a selfie I took that I really liked, and this was a picture I took of my boyfriend's cat, Spoticus, who is absolutely adorable, and I don't know how many pictures I actually took of him this day, but there were so many. I just had to put one in my journal. I do always write down what each picture is just in case 10, 15 years in the future I'm looking at this and I don't quite remember, or someone else in the future is looking at this, so they kind of know what was going on. And then this is a better example of what I mean by just kind of taking notes about what happened. I did the same for Friday. I just didn't have the time to set it up again. Sometimes I will write on the picture about what the picture is if there's space, but I try not to do that as much as possible. And then this is kind of an example of a half filled out spread again. And then this is just a spread that I didn't fill out. But that's kind of what my weekly spreads look like. And then before this week, we can kind of look at what my journaling spreads look like. They're just spaces for me to write or have pictures or whatever I want. I do try to take a lot of pictures. I do really enjoy photography and stuff like that, so I do my best to include those in all of my spreads and stuff. So these are just some Snapchat pictures, and then this is Sinbad my hedgehog. when we took him outside that day, he found a patch of dirt that he absolutely loved, so he was anointing with it. And here's some more pictures, some more journaling ideas of what I do. But yeah, those are kind of my weekly spreads. I also do have note pages such as these that are just notes that I take during the week and things that I would like to remember. They're typically intertwined or mingled in or just around my journal pages. They're always after that week's spread in my bullet journal. So yeah, so that's kind of what my weekly spreads are. That's what my weekly setup is. It's nothing big, it's nothing fancy, but it works for me and does what I need it to do consistently. So comment down below if you have any ideas of what I should add or take away from these spreads, or comment down below if there's something that you want to try from this video. Like this video if you'd like to see more videos about bullet journals and how I set mine up, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos or be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!